So what is a proposal writing? What is a writing? Proposal writing is a plan. Writing is a plan. What is the meaning of propose? Propose. So normally when we say it is a plan, PLAN plan, you may not understand it exactly. A proposal is a suggestion. A proposal is a suggestion. You are suggesting. You are suggesting something. See, plans or proposals which are formal or informal. Suppose you want to organize an event. So, say August 15th, you have a program. So, you want to plan it out for it. Then I ask suggestions from the students. Class 11th is going to organize a program. Now we are not in the school. Otherwise, normally the activities are organized by class 11 students. So, as a class teacher, I can ask for. We need to plan out how we are going to celebrate the Independence Day. So, you will give different suggestions and we will plan out who will be the chief guest, how many items will be there, how many program, the program list, what all things will be there, what will be the first thing, what is the second thing, and how long will the program, things like that. So that is a plan or suggestion. So proposal is a plan or a suggestion which is either formal or informal, written or unwritten. Here, as far as we are concerned, proposal, ISC syllabus, class 11th and 12th, proposal writing, it is a formal one. It is a formal one, not informal. That is official one, and it is a written one. So our proposal is a formal proposition of writing. So now let us look at what is a plan. What is a plan? I already told you about Independence Day celebration. So how many types of plans are there? There are different plans. You can have a business plan. You can have a grand plan. You can have a research plan. You can have a project-based plan. So these are some of the plans. Business plan, GRAND, grand plan, research plan, and project-based plan. Project-based plan. So I'll just explain to you. What is a business plan? There's a businessman. Businessman is there. He has a plan to sell his product. So who will buy the product? Those who are interested, the buyers. Those who are interested in bidding. So he can put forward suggestions. What things you would like to sell, what is the price of it, and what is the benefit of it. That's a business plan. You can have a grand plan, GRAND. Grand means you get grants, amounts allotted. You have UGC, University Grant Commission, UGC. Normally, all the degree colleges and PG colleges, they get their aid grant from UGC. So, University Grant Commission. So, in order to get the grant, they had to make proposals. Suppose I am the principal of a college and I will have to discuss with the core committee and reach at certain proposals. So you are putting across to the UGC, University Grant Commission, certain suggestions. We would like to undertake this project. So what is the project, the name of the project? What is the thing I want to achieve? What is the purpose of achieving it? How I am going to get it? How much time it will take and how much amount is needed? Suppose I am asking for let's say a 1 crore project. Then I must tell them 1 crore is meant for what? This many lakhs for this thing like that. That is a proposal. So that is a grants proposal. GRANTS. We can have a research proposal. You must have heard about research. That is, once you complete the research, submit the paper, thesis, and you defend the thesis, you are called a doctor. You are called a doctor in a particular subject. You can have research in physics, chemistry, biology, or whatever department, or in English literature. So, research. There are students of research students. Before they start the research, they have to make a proposal. In the proposal, they should say what is the topic selected and what will be the subtopics, how they are planning to achieve it, how much time it will take, all those things. That is a research proposal. Then there is something called project-based proposal. Project-based proposal. So we are concerned about this last one, project-based proposal. So ISC class 11th and 12th, we are not making a business proposal. We are not asking for grants from the UGC. We are not going to make a research. We are not research students. We are only making a proposal based on a project. So that's what you are supposed to write, a project-based proposal. So they will give you, in the question paper, they will give you the question. For this thing, or for this purpose, you write a proposal. So who prepares the proposal? The proposal is written by the students. You will write the proposal. To whom do you submit the proposal? Proposal has to be submitted to somebody. To whom will you submit the proposal? It is submitted to the principal. So the project is addressed to the principal. The principal. Suppose you are the students, you can write the proposal to your principal. The principal, St. Theres School, Padrona, like that. So you are proposing it to the principal. It's only a suggestion. It's not a decision. It's not a final thing. You are only proposing, suggesting. We would like to do this thing this manner. So he has to go through it and then approve it. So there are some. So you have to say how you are. What is the meaning of project-based proposal? The project is given to you, the purpose for which some program is going to be conducted. So you have to say how to organize the particular event. As I told you, if it's Independence Day celebration, then you have to write in the proposal how you are going to organize it, the event. So you put down all your suggestion and then give it to the principal. So you have certain procedures to follow or certain points. There are 4 points you have to remember. First one is heading. Heading and introduction. Normally we put both of them together. You don't have 2 entries. One is heading, another one introduction, both together. Heading and introduction together. It's a small thing. You're just giving a title to it. You're giving a title and then you'll write just one or two sentences. One sentence also will do. That is a heading and a title. The next point is objectives. Objectives. What are objectives? Objectives is that which you want to achieve or the purpose. Another word for objective is purpose. Purpose. Objectives are purposes. What do I want to achieve? What do I want to gain? So that is the objective. Through this proposal, what I am going to gain or what I want to achieve. That is the objective. Then you have a list of measures. List of measures. List of measures. List means you know. Measures means ways. W-A-Y-S. Ways. What are the ways to achieve it? You have an objective. And how do I achieve it? I'll give you a simple example. Your first term exam is coming, suppose. Normally it is in August. Are you ready to write your exams in August? You should be ready. I think sometimes I conduct exam in July. July means it may be a little difficult for you. August it will be okay. Let's see. So suppose your first term exam is coming. So what is your objective? Objective is to write your exams well. Clear? Your objective is to write your exams well. So in order to write your exams well, what all things you will do? That is list of measures. Now it's clear, no? You want to write your exams well and score 80% and above. That is your objective. I want to get a minimum of 80% up to 100. That is your objective. What are the measures you will take? What measures should you take in order to get good marks? You should attend your classes daily, prepare your notes, you have to read the text, and you will have to select some important questions. You will have to practice writing the answers for that. And if possible, you may write it down by heart without looking at the test or any help. You will write it down by yourself, for yourself. Then you have to maintain yourself a cool atmosphere. Of course, you should have a pen, pencil and other things. Geometry was for your science subjects or mathematics. You should have a pen to write. And then, if there is now this being the first terminal examination, you may not have an ID card. You don't need it. If it's a final exam, things like that, you may need. Board exam, you need an ID card. Those things you must keep it ready. So all these are measures taken in order to achieve my purpose of getting 80% mark in my exam. So you understand that what is objective? What is measure? Objective is the purpose I want to achieve. My aim. Objectives are aims. You can have different words for objectives, purpose, aim, goal, whatever you call it. Purpose, Aim, 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 GOAL, goal I want to achieve. I'll give you one more example. I want to become a good swimmer. I want to become a good swimmer. You have people who swim, participate in district level, national level, state level, and go to Olympics. Michael Phelps. So you have people who want to become swimmers. Then what should you do? That is your objective is to become. I want to train myself to be a a great swimmer. Then I need to practice. That is object. What are the measures? List of measures. I need to practice myself swimming. I must find out a swimming pool. I must register myself. I must get a trainer in order to train me. I should have daily this many hours of practice. Then I must learn to swim without the help of the one who gives practice. Then I should have certain competitions. There must be a few people who are good at swimming. I must compete with them and get myself the time I take for swimming improved. So many measures in order to achieve the purpose. So that is a list of measures. Then the last point is conclusion. Last point is conclusion. You are concluding it. So as I told you, a proposal is proposed to the principal. So the conclusion is very, very short, very short. Here just to say that this is my proposal. I hope you will consider it and approve it. This is a proposal I am making to you. Kindly go through it and accept it or approve it. That's all, only that much. Very short, one sentence. So they have given you certain guidelines. You'll just take up what is given there, one of it. As I told you, I did not get the latest book. I'll get it next week because I'm still in quarantine. Next week, my class I will be taking it from the campus. By then I will get the textbook. Plus, the board will be more clear. Now the board is not so clear because we are using the same system in. So the body is not so clear. Next week onwards, that problem will not be there. So I'll just read one proposal. As a member of the student council of your school, you have been given the responsibility of setting up a skill development center. So you are a student, you are a member of the student council, and you have been given the responsibility of setting up a skill development center. Setting up a skill development center. That is your objective. Setting up a skill development center to help underprivileged children to learn some vocational skills. So this is the purpose. I am setting up a skill development center. For what? What is the purpose? To help underprivileged children. What is underprivileged? You can say poor. Those who do not have much privileges, much advantage. That means the poor, the deprived, the poor children to learn some vocational skills. VOCATIONAL. Vocational means which will be helpful for the job-oriented skills. Job-oriented skills like maybe polytechnic or a computer, software or hardware. All these are occasional trainings, or maybe plumbing or fitter, to be a fitter, plumber. All these are occasional trainings. skill training. So this is meant for the poor students, poor children, to train them in order to get a job. For that, I have to set up a skill development center. That is the objective. Write a proposal in not more than 150 words, not more than 150 words, stating the steps you would take to successfully set up this particular center. So you have to state, write what are the steps you would take in order to complete it successfully. So you understood now? So this is the question given to you. You have to set up a skill development center. What is the objective of this skill development center? To train the poor children in different various skills that will help them to get a job, vocational skills. So in order to achieve this, what all things I will do? That's what I have to say. So what they have given, they have first given the heading. So you will write the heading on the top, proposal for setting up a skill development center. That is in capital letter. So on the top of the, after putting the number, question number 2B, you will write the heading of the proposal in capital letter. Here it is, proposal for setting up a skill development center. Setting up, proposal for setting up a skill development center. That's the heading. Then we now will follow the points. First point, heading or introduction. You can put the heading / introduction. Heading / introduction. To set up a skill development center to help underprivileged children to learn some vocational skills so that they can earn a living. Very simple. Half of it is given there in the question itself. The question is, you are given the responsibility of setting up a skill development center to help underprivileged children to learn some vocational skills. Same thing. So you are writing here heading / introduction, then you are giving a hyphen, then you are saying to set up a skill development center to help underprivileged children to learn some vocational skills so that they can earn a living. EAR. Earn a living. So how many sentences you should have? Only 2 sentences. So in the heading or introduction, you can put it like this. So that the heading you have can have a / heading or introduction. Then you have then you write, that's all. So in the heading or introduction, only 2 sentences maximum, not more than that. There are some students who copy the whole thing and write. No need. Just 1 sentence or 2 sentences. That's all, nothing more than that. And you'll get 2 marks. There are marks for all these items. Depending on the point, you are going to get a mark. Therefore, if you follow all the 4 points, now you have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 steps. 4 steps. First is heading or heading and introduction. Second one is objectives. Third one is list of measure. Fourth one is introduction. So for every step, there is a certain marks assigned. If you miss 1 step, then you lose mark. I told you this is the easiest one to score marks. Therefore, learn seriously. Remember all the steps in your, keep it at the back of your mind, and when you write, don't miss any of the steps. For every step has a mark. Even if you write wrongly, you'll get some mark. If you write the steps correctly, you'll get little mark. So that is the first step, introduction heading, to set up a skill development center to help underprivileged children to learn some vocational skills so that they can earn a living. Next one is objectives. That is goal or purpose I want to achieve. The Skill Development Center would provide training to the underprivileged children in occasional skills like carpentry, computers, hardware, repairing mobile phones, and tailoring, and arrange on the job experience for the students trained at the center. So this is objective. What do you want to achieve by this? By the Skill Development Center? Skill Development Center would give training to the underprivileged children, who are children in occasional skills like. What are the occasional skills I want to introduce? Carpentry, computers, repairing mobile phones, and tailoring, and arrange on the job experience for the students trained at the center. That's it. Minimum 2 points. Minimum 2 points. Maximum 4 points. These are all points. You can just even write like points. You need not write as a paragraph. You can just write it as a points. So you should have minimum 2 points, not less than 2 points, not more than 4 points. Some 2 to 4 objectives enough. Even 2 is enough. Objectives are main objectives. So you can have even 2 or 3 or 4 maximum. But 2 is ideal, 2 to 3 is ideal. That's objective. Now next one is list of measures. List of measures. I told you already, list of measures are ways, W-A-Y-S. Ways to achieve. How do I achieve my objective? How do I achieve my objective of scoring 80% marks in my first terminal exam? Different plan, different measures I will take, steps I will take to achieve this. Here, what are the steps they have given? Providing halls to set up the training center. You should have a place to set up this training center. Providing halls to set up a training center. 2, appointing teachers to train the students. You need teachers to give training in different departments like carpentry, computers, mobile repairing, things like that. So appointing teachers to train the students. 3, arranging tools and equipment used for training. You have to arrange tools and equipment used for training. 4th one, funds to be raised. You need some money. Funds to be raised from the NGO. An NGO and 2 industrial houses as part of their corporate social responsibility program. So these are the list of measures I will use, ways to achieve my goal or objective. Minimum 4 points, 4 marks. You should have at least 4 measures. So remember, introduction only 2 sentences. And objectives, you need to have only 2 or 3 or 4, 2 to 4. But list of measures, you should have at least 4. Some people write 6. Don't write more than that. 4 is more than sufficient. Don't give so many. Don't give 10 suggestions, 10 ways of achieving. No need. Just 4 to 5 enough. You have 4 marks for that. So introduction 2 marks. Objectives 2 marks. List of measures are the highest mark, 4 marks. So already 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 4, 8. And for the conclusion and for the language used, everything put together, you have another 2 marks. So now you have to conclude the proposal. Conclusion is very simple. We hope that the proposal will be accepted so that the Skill Development Center is established at the earliest. That's all. We hope that the proposal will be accepted so that the Skill Development Center is established at the earliest. Very simple. Only one sentence. And for the language you used, whether you are really writing without many mistakes, all put together 2 marks. So 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2, 10 marks. So never forget the steps, that's important. Keep in mind all the 4 steps. Heading / introduction, first step. Second one is you have objectives, a few objectives. And then you have a list of measures. What are the ways, how will you achieve it? How will you achieve the objective? Some 4 to 5. Then you have a conclusion. So that's it. Proposal writing is only that much. It may take some time for you to get introduced to it because it's something new. Don't get panicky. Don't get worried. You'll do well. My students, all last few years, I've seen them. First exam, they will struggle through, some of them. By second terminal exam, they'll get used to it. Final exam, they'll do very well.